watching Langy TV. My name's Jonathan Webb, and this is our pre-season wrap. Welcome back, Gus, for another season, which seems to be the same opening lines every year. But this one in particular, you've got a real challenge this year. How do you see the start of it?
Yeah, well, just like everything else, everybody's excited in the club and a wee bit nervous. But it's like everything else. It's a great challenge for the club, all the club, the whole club, supporters, committee, players, everybody, coaching staff. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it, and it'll take us a wee bit of time for the new boys to find their feet. Plus, it's just a case of feeling out other clubs. It's new. It's not the State League One, which was a very, very tough league to get out of. But last year we tried, and we had some imports who done very well for us, and now we're in the NPL too.
So this year we've been restricted to two visa players, and who are those two visa players?
Yeah, Paul Speed and Liam Baxter. It was a hard choice. We had, it was a big hard decision for me to let the other guys go, but that's the rules of the competition, and obviously very, very difficult. But Baxter, he's a goal scorer, and Speedy done very well last year for us in the middle of the park. So yeah, we chose, and we hope it's the right choice.
So next, a couple of days from now, we're looking at round one of what's going to be a very long season. How confident are you, or how are you feeling going into round one with Box Hill?
Yeah, but I've got to believe in my players, and they've got to believe in themselves. And Box Hill, they're a good side, they're a good footballing side, and it's at their ground. So, yeah, we'll go up there and we'll try our very best, and hopefully that'll be good enough.
So just tell us about some of your new players that you've got in.
Yeah, well, we managed to fix up Josh Doran's boy, who played with Ballarat, 28 games last year with Ballarat. He's 6'9" and very capable goalkeeper. It gives us two excellent goalkeepers in Axie and Josh. But we've got an awful long season to go. You know, it's not just 22 games this year, it's 28 plus cup games. So we're going to need every player. We've got 21 players signed. We've fixed up Luke Burgess from Whittlesea at the back, Victor Mendini from South Dandenong at the back. In the middle of the park, we've got the new boy, Callum, who's played with Melbourne Victory, and he's good quality. We've got a boy, Ismail, from Preston. I think he played with Port Melbourne at the start of the season. So, and we've elevated the young boy Cody. He's been impressive while he's been training with us. He's only 17. Cody Aziz, real quality. Looks a good talent. So he's in with the senior squad now. We've signed a boy for Brisbane, a striker who's due down in a couple of weeks. Matt Heard. Matt Heath, sorry. But no, we're looking good. And Johnny Cool, the boy from Morwell, the winger, very quick. Pleased that probably who we've got and what we've got. And we'll still get the nucleus of last year's, Yaya and Serge and Dylan and who else have we got?
Don't forget your captain.
Yeah, Boris, but he's getting old now. Sam Klepik, we signed him for Morwell, big young boy. He's only 18, great potential. So yeah, there's everybody's looking good. Andy McIntyre's still here. And Johnny Guthrie. So yeah, we've got a sprinkling the experience and youth. So as I say, we're getting into unknown charted water. So we'll go in and get our best shot as we always do.
What would you say you're aiming to do this year is to push hard as you can, or consolidate?
Well, we're going to try and win every game. Where that takes us, we don't know. As I say, it'll take us 6 weeks for the new boys to really blend in with existing players, plus It'll be interesting to see how other teams play, because as far as I'm aware, there's a lot of good football played and a lot of possession stuff, so it'll be a bit different for the hurly-burly of State League 1, but State League 1's a very difficult league to get out of, as we've shown in the past few seasons. But last season was the first time we had a chance to get a crack at promotion, and we took it, and now we're in NPL2 where Langwarrin deserves to be. So where we go from here, you never know.
All right, Gus, thanks for talking to us, and we look forward to a good one at Box Hill this weekend.
Pleasure, thanks Webby.
New signing this year, Johnny Cool from Morwell Pegasus. Just tell us a little bit about yourself there, Johnny.
I've came from Morwell Pegasus. First half of the season I played at Dandy Thunder, and then halfway through the season, because of the travelling and stuff, because I live in Traralgon, moved back to Morwell, and then yeah.
So you've still got a little bit more travelling coming down Langwarrin, haven't you?
No, I've moved down closer here now.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. And where do you like to play on the park? What's your favourite position?
I can usually I'd love to play on the right wing, but I can play anywhere from striker, left wing, just anywhere in the front third.
So the next question is, where does Gus put you though?
Right wing.
Yeah. How you settling in with the lads?
Yeah, I'm settling in good. I know the boys now. We went to Phillip Island, had a bonding session. It was good. I know a few of them now, so yeah, I'm just looking forward to the first game this weekend.
And where did you play your juniors?
Juniors at Traralgon City in the GSL back in Gippsland. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries.
All right. Welcome to Langwarrin, Josh. Just tell us a little about your background, where you've come from.
Well, I've spent 1 year in a professional environment in the MPL too. Before that, I came from Alice Springs. Last year, I was with Ballarat City. I was their first choice goalkeeper, and this year I've moved on to further south in Melbourne to Langwarrin.
And how long were you been in the NPL for?
My first year. I've only spent 1 year in a professional high standard environment, and I was fortunate enough to be in the NPL too. Yeah, that was with Ballarat.
And how did you find that? Were you the number one keeper?
Yeah, I was the number one. Ballarat's a very, very cold place, so I adjusted to it. I like the cold. The games that we played were very intense and great. I learnt a lot from it, especially from the coaching staff, and I've developed into what I am now.
And how are you settling in with the boys?
Pretty well. I'm living with a couple of the boys at the moment.
Sounds dangerous?
Yeah, it does sound a little bit dangerous, but it's a good time, and it's a good place, good time.
Okay, all the best. Thanks for talking to us.
Sweet, thank you.
My name is Ismail Zahiri, and last year I was playing at Villa Franca de Gira in Lisbon. So then I came back halfway through season. I went to Port Melbourne. So since then, I just start playing back to where I live in Australia.
And what position do you play?
I'm a winger, so anywhere forward I can play, yes.
And how are you settling in with these boys?
Quite well. I quite know a couple of the boys before coming here, so it's going well. So I'm enjoying it at the moment.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right, Greg Hillman, welcome back for another season that you're involved with. I think this year might be it is a little bit less stressful than it was this time last.
It's actually a little bit more stressful, to be fair. It's like not knowing NPL2, not knowing the standard we have to put out there, not knowing we have to replace 6 or 7 good players. So it's been a bit stressful because a lot of eyes are on us, biggest, first club on the peninsula, all that sort of stuff. So hopefully together we put together a pretty good side. We'll know this week. Got notably a few of them in the last week. But, Gus and I and Ronnie talk about it every other day at work, and we're probably overanalyzing everything, not knowing a lot of things, but time will tell in the first few weeks. I've got a good bunch of boys too, so good character. We went for character over quality on some instances. But yeah, there's been such a buzz, players wanting to come to the club. Gus would have spoken about the trialists that was here, 70 or 80 trialists, and it's just been amazing, and it's fantastic for the club. So be interested to see how we go this year.
And on that, round one this week, Box Hill, we played it once before, 1-0. Now we've got 3. Well, where do you think it's going to go?
Yeah, different side they've got. So I was talking about it with Gus today. We think this year, because of White Eagles, Box Hill, Nuttawading, Richmond, Eastern Lions, they were all in the bottom relegation position at some point last year. We think that scared the hell out of them. So I think that the sides will be better this year. You look at all the signings, a lot of the clubs around on the NPL chatter. There's some big names coming into NPL2 sides, A-League players, international players from overseas coming from high leagues. So we think it's, the kid mentality might have gone a little bit, and they're probably making sure their sides are more competitive. So that's what we think. So.
Yeah, like I said, Gus, this season we've only got the 2 visa players. We've had to go far and wide to try and get together a half-decent sort of squad. So you're feeling pretty confident about that?
Yeah, look, this training squad here at the moment, it's probably this last 2 weeks the first time they've all trained together, especially last week. So like last year, it might take us 6 or 7 rounds to actually work out who can play where, what their strengths are, what's the best formation, We've only really got about 7 players, I think, from last year, so that's a full changeover of a squad. And I think all State 1 sides that get promotion are actually going to face that problem. Like, we have to nearly rebuild a side, because the side you need to win State League, you probably can't keep because there's a lot of visas. So I think we're the first examples of how tough it'll be. And lucky enough we had the extra points to, maybe get a few players that we normally couldn't fit in at a points system. So, so it'll be interesting to see how we go. Good bunch of boys, but.
Yeah, like you said, all eyes will be on us this season. So
there's lots of people coming down to watch his first game. Lots of people, to see what we've got and where we fit in with the quality of the league. And lots of pressure on us this week because we're the new boys on the block. The other thing which is nice to know, you only need probably 10 wins and 5 draws out of 28 games to be safe, not in that bottom 2 or 3. So you've got 13 games up your sleeve to get it right, so...
That's an entire season in State League,
isn't it? Well, to win State 1, 2 or 3 games losses, that's it. So it's a lot harder to win State 1 than stay in NPL 2. So I think if we just focus on that, don't be too critical about some losses that we may achieve, it's a different kettle of fish, so... But it's here already, we're in February, we're here. So.
All right, Greg, thanks for joining us.
Johnny, okay.
Victor, just tell us a bit about your background, where you're from.
Well, I was born in Australia, background is Albanian, grew up in Dandenong, played for Dandenong Thunder throughout my junior career, and first time away from Dandy. And yeah, it's pretty much about it.
What brings you down to Langwarrin?
Just a bit of football, senior experience. Heard good things about the club. And so far they've lived up to expectation.
And where'd you like to play?
Preferably anywhere across the back. I like to play a bit of centre half. I don't mind full back on the right, but yeah, it's pretty.
So has Gus penciled in a position for you yet, or are you still working that out?
I hope so. So just keep working hard and grind it out.
And how you settled in with this lads? Big bunch of lads there.
Yeah, good lads. Everyone's friendly. Everyone's up for a laugh, bit of banter here and there. So it's good fun. Make you feel comfortable.
Good. All the best this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Well, I originally came from Murubak back in State 1. And I've played at Boy and Box Hill throughout my juniors, and I just went to Murubak to play seniors, and now I'm here for the season.
What brought you to Langwarrin though?
It was just I got a call from Gus after my year at Murubak, and he just said, mate, we've wanted you down, we see your potential, you're young as well, so we want to build you up and help you develop. And I said, that's brilliant. So
where'd you like to play?
What do you like? Mate,
what's your preferred position?
Striker. Anywhere up front, really.
Everybody wants to be a striker.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Scoring all the goals, getting all the glory, you know it.
So has Gus given you a spot yet, has he, or they're still working that out?
No, I've got a spot. I've sorted out a contract with the president, John, and so whether I'm going to be starting or not, up to Gus. But look, I'm putting in effort at training and doing my hardest. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, and how you settle in with these lads?
Oh no, I'm loving it here. It's good. All the boys are good. Good community. Everyone's involved with each other, so can't complain, mate.
All right, thanks for joining us. Have a good season.
No worries. Thank you.
Come from Cairns, Far North Queensland. Played at the same club there for about 13 years. Just come here this year, a few weeks ago.
So what brings you all this way down south to play football?
Just better football. Yeah, better football down here. More players, more opportunities. Yeah.
So were you scouted up there?
Nah, I just come down here. I trialled with the under-20s here, and then got promoted up to the senior.
Okay, and where'd you like to play on the park?
I'm attacking mid, centre attacking mid, left-sided maybe as well.
And is that where Gus likes to put? He's going to put you, or he still hasn't worked it out?
I'm not sure yet. I think striker a bit and centre mid.
There's another striker.
Yeah, I was there.
Everybody wants to be striker.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all right. And how are you settling in with these lads? All right?
Yeah, good. Good boys. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
Well, I've been at Melbourne Victory for about 4 years until recently, and I played at Langley as a junior and Peninsula Strikers, and also at Mornington for a couple of years.
So you could say it's like coming home, is that right?
Yeah, I guess so. It's only 20 minutes away, so it's a nice drive in after work.
Tell us about what it's like in the NPL.
It's a good league. There's some good teams in there, some good lads, some good football, and it'll be a good test for us this year.
So having that experience, how do you think we're going with the? It's early days with the squad that we've got. Do you think we've got some good boys in there?
Yeah, well, I've only been here for about a week, but from what I see, there's some good lads in the team, and I think we'll do all right if we stay switched on and play some good football.
And where are you originally from?
I'm from Manchester in England, near Manchester, a little town called Accrington.
And what's your favourite position you play?
As a defensive midfielder.
And you settling in? How are you settling in with these lads?
Yeah, good. They're all good lads. A few English lads in there, so that makes it a bit easier. And I had a few mates who played at Langwarrin last year, so I've seen a few of the lads play.
All right, then. Thanks for joining us. All the best for the season.
Thank you.
I was at Eltham for the last 4 years before coming here. Came down about 6 weeks ago. Phone call from Greg. And yeah, enjoyed it ever since coming down. A good bunch of boys, good coaching, training's good.
So you're living down this way now, are you? Or?
Living in Windsor, so yeah, travel's a bit much, but nah, it's good, it's worth it.
And these boys, what they like to train with?
Yeah, good bunch of boys, good standard, fit boys, a few quick boys, make me look a bit slower than I already am.
And where's your favourite position on the park you'd like to play?
Probably centre half. Yeah.
And has Gus confirmed that's where you're going to play?
No, he's not confirmed at all. Nah, I think all positions will be open. So, fingers crossed, I've got one of them.
So this week we've got round one at Box Hill with the training and that. How many weeks have you been down training?
5 or 6.
How do you think we're going to go?
I've not seen much of the NPL one, but going by this squad, what I've seen over here, there's a lot of good boys, good quality right through the whole team. It's through the whole squad, not just 11 on the park.
All right, thanks for talking to us. All the best for the season.
All right, thank you.
All right, so welcome back to Langy, Liam, for 2018 NPL 2. One of 2 visa players. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm obviously delighted, yeah. But it didn't look like I was going to get it at first, but certain circumstances happened and I'm delighted to be here. It was always number 1 choice. So.
And what do you think about the squad that we've got?
It's looking good just now, yeah. It's obviously a new bunch, so it'll take time to sort of click and gel. But
how's the fitness holding up for you this season as opposed to last season?
It's all right just now, but like not feeling anything in my hamstrings at all. I had a wee accident at the weekend, a wee cat, but it'll be fine.
Started last season, we talked about motor car accidents. This year you've done yourself another injury, have you? What have you done this time?
Down training at Phillip Island, had a couple of beers and then climbed a fence, and it was a kind of a rusty fence.
Okay, we'll cut that one out, shall we? So, okay.
Down the stairs, Liam.
He fell down the stairs. All right then, that's all the best for the new season then, Liam. I'm sure we'll probably talk to you throughout the season.
Cheers, baby. Cheers.
Cheers, Bob. John Heskins, welcome back to the Langy TV for 2018. A lot of things have happened around the club since September. Just give us a bit of a rundown. What's been happening?
Well, I think a lot of things that's been happening is a bit of an understatement. I think as soon as we won the league in 2017, we've just been working non-stop since then to set everything up. So it started off with the appointment of Steve Fisher as the technical director for our NPL program. He then started on a course of sourcing coaches, running trials. Thanks very much to our friends at Baxter for giving their grounds to us for that purpose. The whole process was just seamless. It was an amazing effort from him and Chris Jones, our vice president. Ran those. We had 350 kids trialling for the 12s to 16s, and another 150 for the under 20s to and 18s. So the interest in this club was just going through the roof. A new NPL club on the peninsula. And people came, we were just inundated. So that was the start of it. So that happened probably in November through December and into January. Everything's ready to go now. So we've got Kappa on board now as our major apparel sponsor. You'll see those shirts on Saturday when we take on Box Hill for the first time, our white strip, which is absolutely stunning. But all the work in there, getting training kits and these tops, and just a power of work, and it's still going, unfortunately. So,
on the council side, I know it's a bit of a dirty word that we've always had to struggle with council. But what can we look forward to, or not look forward to? What's the idea behind council additions to the club, the team, the rooms, whatever? What have we got this going this season?
Well, we started off in November. We had a meeting with council just to talk about the things we needed as an NPL club, and they were all on board with that. And it started off beautifully. They worked very hard on our main pitch, which is looking a treat, and one of the other pitches that wasn't so good. We met with them a couple of weeks ago because there were still major problems with our top park and our side parks, but they've come to the party. We had a problem with our bore, the pump failed, so we were out of water in the hottest period of the year. So it's been a perfect storm of events which have made it a bit of a challenge. We've now got planning permit issues with our new dugouts that we needed, so it didn't all go to plan, and it's still in the process of getting done. I'm just looking forward to Saturday. I think as a club we've done everything that we can for our senior coach and staff. We've bought every player that they've asked us to bring to the club. We're ready to go. I think we've got a really strong team out there that will be very competitive in the NPL2. The under 20 lads are a real good bunch of lads. They're very skillful, good character. It sort of continues that tradition of really good, strong character boys in our reserve side. So I'm looking forward to see what they can do. We've already promoted one of the under-20s into the senior squad. So it's all looking really good. We've got a good blend of young and older players. I'm very confident we'll go well this year.
All right then, John, thanks for talking to us, and all the best for the start of the new season. I'm sure we'll catch up throughout the season.
And it's really good to see you again, Johnny.
It's all the best. Stephen, you've been around the club around Langy for
quite a while.
Quite a while. Just tell us what your job actually involved at the end of last season and this season.
With gaining promotion, it was a case of building an NPL club from scratch. So the infrastructure is very different to a normal community club. So we only have one team in each junior age group. So my job is to work with and develop players from under 12s through to the under 18s. So once they get to the 20s and the seniors, that's Squiz and Gus's problem. But our job long term is to develop players to push into those squads.
And how difficult has that been over the last couple of months?
There's been a lot of significant challenges. When you're starting something up from scratch, there's always going to be teething problems, but the most important thing is to develop a group. So the first job was to get the best coaches available and develop a team. Then it was running trials and getting the best players.
And how would you describe some of the talents of some of these younger junior NPL young boys?
They're absolutely fantastic. We're up against some of the giants in Victorian football. Our juniors are going to be playing against the South Melbournes, Heidelbergs, Bentley Greens, and we're a start-up club. We're a newly promoted club. So we can't have stars in our eyes with expectations, but the most important thing is that we give the kids the best experience. We put experienced coaches in, and we give them every opportunity to develop as footballers. And if we're competitive, and we certainly are, we're Langy. We're going out every game to win.
Exactly what Gus said.
Yeah, we are. We're not here to make up the numbers. And round one, the whole group of us are away to Bentley Greens. Very formidable. At Kingston Heath, we're not going to be overawed. We're going to go there and put a typical Langy performance in. And we have got the best players from the peninsula. Every single club in the peninsula is represented in our juniors now. We've got 17 kids from Southwest Gippsland. So it's a wide demographic, but the best players available.
All right, well, it'll be good to catch up throughout the year to see how it's all come together.
Absolutely. It's going to be one hell of a ride.
All right, thanks for talking to us.
Cheers, thanks.
So there you have it. Big game this weekend. That's our at the start of the season. Look forward to streaming the home games with some highlights throughout the season. It's going to be a big season, very exciting. Langley TV, look for us on Facebook, website, and that's all for this edition. We'll talk to you live in a couple of weeks. Thanks for joining us.